Welcome to Momatize Your Passion, a podcast for moms looking to turn their passions into online brands that serve others. I'm Tara Lon, a content strategist with over 10 years of experience creating viral content seen by millions. I'm here to help you grow your brand and reach the people God has called you to serve. Welcome to the show. Hello and Happy New Year. So as we start a brand new year, I wanted to talk about something that I feel is critical before you dive into marketing your brand. So as we know, marketing can definitely amplify your brand, but amplification can be good or bad because you could be amplifying something that is the wrong message. And because we're beginning a new year, I want to make sure we're starting on the right foot. So today I'm going to talk about 5 steps to make sure you have a strong foundation before you start marketing your brand. And this doesn't mean that if you don't have all these steps in order that you can't market your brand, but this is just giving you some clarity and some foundational things that will be helpful for you when you are promoting your brand. And there's always other steps that you can add. I think these things are very essential, especially if you're trying to promote something and you're unsure of what you're actually promoting. So these steps will help you figure out strategically how to promote your brand in the right way. So hopefully this will help you as you are pursuing your passion, you're trying to monetize it, you're trying to grow an online brand and all of that good stuff. I'm so excited for what this new year is going to bring. So let's get into it. So the first step that you need to take to make sure you have a strong foundation is to establish the why of your brand. And I know this sounds so cliche, but I often have to ask myself the same question. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Because people do ask me that question. So when you are asked that question, you should know why you're starting your brand. And you may know why, but maybe you haven't really articulated the why of your brand. So this is an exercise that I feel you should do in figuring out why you are pursuing this brand in the first place. Because when you are promoting your brand and you don't understand the why behind it, sometimes the promotion is not as effective because you are not sure of why you started it, or maybe you don't remember it, or maybe you just don't have all the pieces put together. So this is a good time to start. Number 1, start with why you are pursuing this brand in the first place. So the second step to ensuring you have a strong foundation is to define your niche. And a niche is a smaller segment of a larger market. And again, this also might sound cliche, but you would be surprised at how many people who have been pursuing their passion, their brand for so long, they're not clear on their niche. And when you are marketing, you need to be clear on your niche because you can be marketing to the wrong crowd. And some people even spend money on marketing and they're still marketing to the wrong crowd. So if you can define your niche and get clear on that before you start marketing, then you will reach the right people that you are supposed to reach and that you are trying to reach. So when you're defining your niche, it allows you to speak directly to the people that you're trying to help. It also creates targeted, relevant content, and it positions you as an authority in a specific area. And you will hear experts say, oh, you don't need to have a niche, or don't worry about your niche. And I really disagree with that. I feel like you should have a strong niche because you have a God-given passion that you are trying to pursue, that you're trying to grow. You're trying to grow your online brand. But if you don't know who you are trying to help, you don't know what segment of the market that you should target, then it's going to be harder for you to reach the people that you are trying to reach because you're going to be too broad. So if you can define your niche, again, a smaller segment of a larger market, then you will be a step ahead of so many people out there trying to pursue their brand online. And instead of trying to help everyone, your niche allows you to serve a specific group more effectively. So for example, instead of just saying, I help people with their finances, a more defined niche might be, you help working professionals create simple budgets so they can pay off their debts. Or maybe if you're in the nutrition niche, you might say, I help busy moms build balanced nutrition habits so they can increase their energy. So you're more specific than just being very broad in a particular field. So you want to be as narrowly focused as you can so you can reach the intended audience that you are supposed to serve. And with that said, the third step to ensuring a strong foundation is to define your target audience. So your target audience goes beyond just demographics. It's really about understanding the person that you're speaking to, their challenges, their desires, their lifestyle, their faith, the season of life that they're in. This clarity really helps when you're trying to promote your business because it helps you with your language and your tone, your content strategy. It helps you figure out the platforms that you should actually be on. It helps you to create the best offer for your intended audience. So when you don't know who you're speaking to, your message just becomes generic because you're speaking to too many people. And when you know who your target audience is, they feel seen, they feel heard, they feel understood, and they feel connected to you because you're speaking directly to their plight, their season of life, etc. So if you're unclear of this, then take time today to understand what keeps your target audience up at night. What solutions are they searching for? What are their goals? What values matter to them? What stage of life are they in? So try to figure all these things out so you can be effective when you are trying to market to your intended group. And the clearer you understand who you're trying to reach, the more intentional and effective your marketing becomes. So the fourth step to ensuring that you have a strong foundation is to determine your keywords. In keywords, this is part of SEO, which is search engine optimization. I'm going to talk more about that this year because I think this is very important in trying to grow an online brand. So when you're thinking about keywords, those are literally the exact words that your target audience is searching for. So you see how this is all connected because you want to have keywords that your target audience that you should know, you want to have keywords that they are actually searching for in search bars, whether that's the Google search bar, the podcast search bar, the Pinterest search bar, the Instagram search bar, the TikTok search bar. What are those exact words? It's a string of words that your target group is searching for. So let me just give you an example. Let's just go with the finance niche. So let's say your niche is finance strategies for busy young professionals. Let's say that's your niche. So maybe some of the keywords, again, these are words that they're searching for. Maybe some of their keywords might be budgeting for beginners, how to pay off student loans fast, or credit card debt help. So let's say your niche is online dating coaching for career women. So maybe some of their keywords might be online dating tips for professionals or boost confidence for dating, or maybe it's social skills for dating. Again, when you're clear on all the things that I talked about before this step, number 4, then you will get clear on the keywords that you should have for your brand. And when you have these keywords for your brand, you're going to use those across all platforms. So if you're using the keywords on your blog, for example, you're going to use similar or the same keywords for your podcast. You're going to use those same keywords for your social media. So when you do this and people are searching for those keywords, you will actually rank higher on Google because these platforms, the algorithm is getting so sophisticated on all platforms. The algorithm will be able to better discern who you're trying to reach if you're consistent across platforms. So that's why it's so important with all the steps that I mentioned before this one, because when you get clear on those steps, you will be clear on your keywords. And there are different ways that you can determine how to find the right keywords. I'm not going to get into it on this episode, but maybe I'll do another episode where I show you how to use a keyword tool. It's something that I do in my membership. Actually, on our last meeting, we went through a tool called Mangle's Search, and we went through different keywords that were relevant to their brand, and we tried to figure out the volume, meaning how many people search for those keywords per month, and we tried to strategize on what keywords were best for them. So for you, there are different tools that you can use out there, some paid, some free, or maybe if you just want to simply type in a keyword in any search bar and see how it autofills, then you can see what people are searching for. So for example, if you type into Google, how to get out of. So the first things that pop up are how to get out of jury duty, how to get out of debt, how to get out of jail in Monopoly. If you go down a little further, it says how to get out of credit card debt. So you can just type in a few of your relevant keywords and see what comes up after you type in those few words. And then you get a sense of what's popular in your niche. And then you're going to refine it as you go because, of course, you don't want something that's so popular that you can't really rank for those keywords. And that's when you can optimize your strategy as you learn more about keywords and how to use them effectively. But for now, the goal is to try to figure out what are the best keywords right now for your brand that you can use for your marketing. So the fifth step in ensuring that you have a strong foundation before you market is to clarify your messaging and the transformation that you want your customer to receive. So basically, when you clarify your message, you will get clear on the transformation that you are actually trying to achieve, because that can also confuse people. So if you're clear on who you're trying to target, your keywords, then you can get clear on the problem that you're going to help them solve. So your messaging is how you communicate the value of your brand. So it also answers the question, why should someone choose you? So if someone does stumble upon you because they use certain keywords, what is the transformation that you are going to give them? So that is definitely something that you also want to get clear on, because let's say someone does come to your platform and they want to work with you. And let's say you have a great marketing strategy, but you're not clear on your messaging or the transformation for them, then you're doing yourself a disservice because you're not clear and you haven't set up that foundation that's going to really show them how you can help them. And you might end up losing business over it. So that's why you want to get clear on your messaging and the transformation that you want your target audience to experience. And if you have clear messaging, it helps you figure out the problem your audience is facing, the process or the approach that you offer, and again, the transformation that they can expect. And even with the clear niche and strong keywords, if your message is unclear or confusing, then people won't engage with you, or they won't follow you, or they won't even invest in whatever it is that you're offering. And if you use these 5 steps, you are going to be able to figure out what your I help statement is. And the I help statement is just like a simple elevator pitch. So let's say someone asks you what you do. Your elevator statement might be the following, and I'll just use the niche that I mentioned earlier. I help young professionals create a simple step-by-step budget so they can pay off debt faster and enjoy financial freedom. So in that I help statement, it not only told the person who they helped, their niche, but also the transformation that they are offering. So I'll give you another example. My I help statement is, I help Christian women turn their God-given gifts into a clear online brand that attracts the right audience and creates meaningful impact. So if you're a Christian woman and you're looking to grow your online brand, it doesn't matter what stage you're in. You can be at the very beginning of brand building, or maybe you're seasoned and you need an online community. Consider my membership. We meet twice per month, and inside the membership, I give live coaching. We talk about SEO. We talk about organic marketing. We support one another. I give tips on how to get on the local media to boost your brand. There's so much value inside this membership. Again, we meet twice per month. I pray for each member. And if you're looking for a community where you have support and you need prayer, then consider this membership, the Passion to Purpose Collective. You get a lot of value. Right now, it's $47 per month. So if you're interested, fill out the interest form in the show notes and let's see if this could be helpful for you. So just to recap, 5 steps to ensuring a strong foundation before you market your brand is: number 1, establish the why of your brand. Number 2, define your niche. Number 3, define your target audience. Number 4, determine your keywords, and these are the exact words that your ideal customer is searching for. And number 5, clarify your message and clarify the transformation your target audience is supposed to receive. So hopefully that was helpful for you. If it was, and you know someone else who could use this, would you do me a favor and share this with them? As you know, my platform is meant to inspire you. It's meant to encourage you to pursue your God-given passion so you can make a positive difference in the lives of others. Until next time.